Before Colin McRae Rally, racing games on the PlayStation often leaned one way or the other. You had the arcade-style, pick-up-and-play fun of a Ridge Racer, or the deep, technical simulation of a Gran Turismo. Codemasters, a British developer with a history of making solid racing titles, saw an opportunity to bridge that gap. They wanted to create a rally game that felt authentic, that captured the white-knuckle intensity of driving a highly tuned car at insane speeds down narrow, unforgiving tracks, but without alienating players with an impossible learning curve. Enter Colin McRae, a Scottish rally legend known for his aggressive driving style and if in doubt, flat-out motto. McRae wasn't just a name on the box. He was deeply involved in the game's development, offering crucial technical advice on car handling and physics. His input was vital in making the game feel real. He even lent his voice, along with his co-driver Nicky Grist, to the in-game commentary and the invaluable Rally School tutorial mode. This wasn't just a marketing gimmick. It was a testament to Codemasters' commitment to authenticity. The game launched in Europe in 1998, arriving in North America in early 2000. It featured 8 official cars and drivers from the 1998 World Rally Championship season, alongside a few bonus vehicles. Players could choose from iconic machines like the Subaru Impreza, Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, and the Ford Escort. The rallies themselves were named after real-world events like Rally New Zealand, Monte Carlo, and Finland, though the stages themselves were fictional. This was a common practice at the time, but the feeling was undeniably authentic. The game also included a few bonus cars that you could unlock, and for me, the legendary Lancia Delta was a personal favorite. What immediately grabbed players was the handling. It was a revelation. Unlike other games where cars often felt like they were on rails, Colin McRae Rally truly simulated different surfaces. You could feel the car slide on gravel, dig into the mud, or struggle for grip on icy roads. The game demanded precision and skill. Every corner was a challenge, every crest a leap of faith. The co-driver's pace notes, delivered by Nicky Grist, became your lifeline, barking out commands like left 3, tightens over crest, that were essential for survival. Miss a note and you'd likely end up in a ditch.
One left. 4 right. Long 5 left, tightens over crest.
Codemasters also paid attention to the little details. The car damage, while not overly complex, was visually impactful and affected performance. Hit a tree hard and your bonnet might fly off, or your steering could pull to one side, adding another layer of challenge and realism. This wasn't just cosmetic, it made you think twice about pushing too hard. The sound design was also fantastic, with roaring engine noises and the distinct crunch of gravel under tires, though some players did notice similar skid sounds to other Codemasters titles like Micro Machines. The game had 3 difficulty modes: Novice, Intermediate, and Expert. Novice mode eased players in with front-wheel drive cars, while Intermediate threw them into powerful 4WD World Rally cars. Expert mode was where the real challenge lay, unlocking bonus cars and demanding near-perfect driving. This progression system ensured that both newcomers and hardcore rally fans could find their footing and gradually improve. Colin McRae Rally was a huge success, becoming a bestseller in the UK and Codemasters' most successful boxed game there at the time. It received widespread critical acclaim for its immersive gameplay, realistic handling, and challenging tracks. Edge magazine praised its authentic simulation, though they did note some graphical glitches. Game Revolution critiqued the graphics and lack of music, but lauded its varied tracks and engaging gameplay. It wasn't perfect, but it laid down a powerful marker. But even with all its success, there were areas where the first game felt like it could grow. The graphics, while good for the time, could be improved. The damage model, while functional, wasn't as detailed as some might have hoped. And perhaps most importantly, the sense of direct competition, beyond just beating times, was largely absent. These were the areas where Codemasters would aim for greatness with its sequel.
Long 3 right. 1 right.
Just 2 years after the original, Codemasters unleashed Colin McRae Rally 2 upon the PlayStation world, and it was an absolute game-changer. Released in June 2000 in the UK and December 2000 in North America, it arrived just before the PlayStation 2, pushing the boundaries of what the original PlayStation could do. From the moment you booted it up, you could tell this was a significant leap forward. The menus were cleaner, more intuitive, and the presentation felt much more polished. But the real magic happened when you hit the track. The graphics were dramatically improved. Car models were more detailed, with actual interiors visible. The environments felt richer, more vibrant, and the textures were a huge step up, creating a more convincing sense of speed and immersion. Small touches like exhaust pipe backfire and sparks flying from scraping bumpers added to the visual spectacle. The frame rate, while not consistently 60 FPS, hovered around a very respectable 25-30 FPS, ensuring a generally smooth experience. The core gameplay, the handling, was refined to near perfection. If the first game felt real, second felt hyperreal. Different terrains had an even more profound impact on your car's behavior. Driving on snow felt genuinely perilous, while tarmac offered satisfying grip for precise cornering. The physics engine was lauded for its accuracy, making every slide, every bump, every jump feel incredibly authentic. McRae's continued involvement was evident, with his preference for suggested gear calls and pace notes incorporated, making Grist's co-driving even more effective. Third hard left meant exactly that. Colin McRae Rally 2 featured work-centered cars and rallies from the 2000 World Rally Championship season. Iconic cars like the Ford Focus, Subaru Impreza, Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, and Peugeot were all there, along with some fantastic classic rally cars like the Ford Escort, Mini Cooper, and Lancia Stratos. The car list was robust, and each vehicle felt distinct, requiring different driving styles. One of the biggest additions was the arcade mode. While the championship mode remained the heart of the game, offering a deep, challenging rally simulation, arcade mode allowed for direct, head-to-head competition against AI opponents or another player. This was a brilliant move, offering a more immediate, less punishing experience that appealed to a wider audience without compromising the game's simulation roots. It effectively introduced a rallycross feel, a concept not fully explored in the first game. The damage model also saw significant improvements. Visual scratches on the paintwork were now visible, and hitting obstacles could deform panels in a more realistic way. This wasn't just for show. Severe damage could genuinely impair your car, making careful driving even more important. The service area system, where you could repair damage and adjust your car's setup between stages, became even more critical for success. The game offered an astounding number of courses. While there were 8 main rally locations, including new ones like Italy and Kenya, replacing Indonesia and Monte Carlo from the first game, each with multiple stages, the game boasted around 90 different course configurations, offering immense replayability.
74 right. 53 left. 104 right. Tightens. 34 left.
Colin McRae Rally 2 was met with universal acclaim, especially on the PlayStation. It garnered perfect or near-perfect scores from numerous publications, with many calling it one of the best racing games ever made on the console. Next Gen called it a superb racer that has depth, a solid frame rate, and high replay value. It doesn't get much better than this on PlayStation. Its success was undeniable, solidifying the series' place at the top of the rally genre. The PC version also received favorable reviews, though some critics found the high difficulty and locked content a bit frustrating. The impact of Colin McRae Rally and Colin McRae Rally 2 cannot be overstated. They didn't just set a new bar for rally games, they defined it for a generation. Firstly, they introduced a level of authenticity and simulation to console rally gaming that hadn't been seen before. The meticulous attention to car physics, the nuances of different terrains, and the crucial role of the co-driver created an immersive experience that truly made you feel like you were a rally driver battling the clock and the elements. This wasn't just about speed, it was about control, precision, and strategy. Secondly, they managed to strike a perfect balance between accessibility and depth. The novice mode allowed newcomers to grasp the basics, while the expert mode and various car tuning options provided a deep, rewarding challenge for hardcore enthusiasts. The addition of arcade mode in the second game further broadened its appeal, proving that a realistic racing game could also be incredibly fun and competitive in a direct head-to-head format. Thirdly, the games built a strong brand around a real-life legend. Colin McRae's involvement gave the series immediate credibility and a powerful identity. His flat-out philosophy permeated the gameplay, encouraging aggressive yet controlled driving. Even after his tragic passing in 2007, his name continued to be synonymous with the series for several more installments, a testament to his enduring legacy. The sales figures speak for themselves. The Colin McRae Rally Dirt franchise has sold over 10.75 million units as of 2013, making it the best-selling rally video game series of all time. This success allowed Codemasters to continue innovating and pushing the boundaries of racing games for years to come. These games weren't just about pixels and polygons. They were about the thrill of the drive, the challenge of conquering unforgiving terrain, and the satisfaction of mastering a difficult art. They set the stage for all future rally games, proving that a true simulation could also be immensely enjoyable. Their influence can be seen in countless racing titles that followed, and even today, the spirit of Colin McRae Rally lives on in the DNA of Codemasters' current rally offerings. Share your memories of these games in the comments. What is your favorite car or stage?